Good evening. Coming up tonight, a U of SC student was reported missing. We have the details in the developing story.
The results are in for the Columbia mayoral election. We've got the rundown on the race.
It looks like the Gamecocks are going bowling. Hear what Beamer had to say about this major win.
But before all that, meteorologist Finn Carlin is here to give us a preview of the week's forecast.
Yeah, thanks, Marissa. Well, everybody, if you were looking to have a chill week here in the capital city, you might want to be careful what you wish for, because whether you like it or not, we're going to be having a cold one here in the Midlands. We got a freeze watch going into your Tuesday night, into your Wednesday morning. I'll show you what you need to know to stay safe and stay warm tonight on SGTV Nightly News. Live from the Kennedy Greenhouse studio, this is SGTV Nightly News.
Good evening, Carolina. I'm Justin Walsh.
And I'm Marissa Duray. Thanks for joining us tonight.
A University of South Carolina student has been reported as missing by the Columbia Police Department on Sunday. 22-year-old Michael Benjamin Keene was reported missing by his father, and the search is currently underway.
Keene's last known location was Jay's Corner Restaurant and Bar on the corner of Rosewood Drive and Bluff Road. He was seen leaving the bar to begin his walk home, but hasn't been heard from since.
Keene was last seen wearing a green jacket with a polo shirt underneath and blue jeans. And as of today, an unidentified body has been found at the quarry near Olympia Granby area during the search for the missing U of SC student. Whether or not these cases are related have not been announced yet.
The University of South Carolina announced Friday, November 19th, its plan to freeze tuition system-wide for the 2022-2023 academic year,
making this the fourth year in a row that tuition will be held at the same rate. Interim President Harris Pastides said, quote, "The global pandemic has led to prolonged budget uncertainty for many South Carolina families," end quote.
On the Columbia campus, undergraduate tuition will remain around $6,000 per semester for in-state residents, students, and almost $17,000 for non-resident students.
The election results for Columbia mayor are in. Here's what Mayor-elect Daniel Rickenman plans on doing for the city of Columbia while in office.
Columbia mayoral election results are in. On Friday, Rickenman won the election with 52% of the vote compared to Devine's 48%. Rickenman received 10,554 votes, while Devine received 9,762 votes. Rickenman's main agenda in office is to create job opportunities that promise advancement, completing unfinished projects around the city to promote growth, and bringing innovation to our Columbia government. Mayor Steve Benjamin tweeted out a congratulations to Mayor-elect Daniel Rickenman. As Benjamin is about to leave the office, he said Columbia is a special place and Rickenman will serve the city well. For SGTV News 4, I'm Marissa Duray. One of U of SC's students' favorite traditions is officially back following the pandemic, the Tiger Burn. The annual pep rally held the week before the Carolina-Clemson football game took place tonight on the intramurals fields on Bluff Road.
For over 12 years, a group of students from the U of SC student chapter of the American Society of Mechanical Engineers have designed a large-scale tiger sculpture to be burned prior to the school's most important game of the year.
The tradition includes from appearances from members of the U of SC football coaching staff and team, Cocky, the U of SC cheerleading team, and many more. A long-standing tradition has finally returned, and students could not be more excited for the upcoming weekend. And you know, I love a good tiger burn. I think that's so awesome we get to have that tradition here at U of SC.
It's a little passive-aggressive, but I'm still a big fan of it. I mean, the first one I went to was freshman year, and that just, I didn't even know it was a thing until I was going to it. My roommate just said, like, let's head out there. I'm like, what are you talking about? But I just love the entire tradition. Seeing everybody here come together to just celebrate just an important game for us. It's so much fun, too.
Oh yeah, it is absolutely awesome. I'm so excited this week. Well, that's all we have for Columbia News. Stay with us.
Welcome back, everyone. Gamecock Nation has a lot to be proud of right now. So what's been going on, Braden?
Well, when finding words to describe the Gamecock women's basketball team, I think the famous poem from T-Pain said it best when he said, "All I do is win, 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 no matter what. I got buckets on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step into the building, more and more banners go up. Okay, so maybe that was a little bit of a rewrite, but you get the picture. This past weekend, the ladies traveled down to the Bahamas, so they're already winning starting early, to play in the Bad Boy Mowers Battle for Atlantis tournament, which didn't turn out to be a real battle at all. Beating Buffalo and Oregon by 28 and 17 points on Saturday and Sunday, the Gamecocks found themselves locked in a championship match with the second-ranked UConn Huskies, as a rematch of last year's overtime regular season thriller, one that unfortunately handed the Gamecocks one of their only 5 losses on the year. And with this last year's entire team returning, nothing but revenge was on their mind. And after overcoming a 13-point deficit in the first half, the Gamecocks came out of half on an absolute tear, outscoring the Huskies 41-20 through the final 2 quarters and holding UConn to only 4 points in the fourth quarter and scoreless for the entire last 5 minutes of the game. Aaliyah Boston did what Aaliyah Boston does, as she went for 22 points on 10 of 19 shooting and pulled in 15 rebounds. Carolina ran away with the win 73-57 and firmly cemented their status as the #1 best team in the country. And guys, if I'm going to be honest with you, if this team doesn't go undefeated, I'll be shocked. That's just how good they are. From a team living up to expectations to a team crushing them. Hey Gamecocks, we're going bowling. Well, we're not going bowling. I mean, we can go bowling if you want. I'll check the calendar. Football. The football team's going bowling, as they secured their 6th win of the season and their first bowl game since 2018, taking down the Auburn Tigers 21-17 on Saturday. And it wasn't a pretty at start. Auburn got out to an early 14-0 lead, and the Gamecock faithful began having the inevitable "here we go again" feeling. But the team fought back, as they've done all year. And that's what I really enjoyed watching this season. No, they haven't won all their games or even looked dominant in the games they have, but they've always played for each other. They've always loved each other, and they've always played till the very end. Plus, Auburn has Mike Bobo, so every opponent always stands a chance. Burn. For Carolina, the chance came on the very next 2 drives, as Jason Brown led back-to-back scoring drives, completing touchdown passes to Zaquandre Wright and Trey Jones to make it 14-14 at half. A Brown connection to Josh Vann in the third provided to be the winning score. In Carolina, all offseason, you wanted to bring in a coach that wanted to be here, that loved the university. Well, you got your guy.
But just so happy for our fans and so happy for our players. It's a special group in there. Thank you guys. Y'all are stuck with us for another month, so we'll see you this week and we'll see you at a bowl game. Sorry.
And if that's not a guy that gives his whole heart for this team, then I don't know what someone like that looks like. And with Beamer at the helm, Carolina now has matched their win total from the past 2 seasons combined, and will look to hit 7 for the first time since 2018, as they take on that team from the upstate on Saturday. Kickoff will be at 7:30, and Willie B will be rocking. You know, in the past 72 hours, Gamecock Athletics football beat Auburn. Gamecocks women's soccer advanced to the Elite 8 for the 5th time in team history. And the Gamecock women's basketball team just beat #2 ranked UConn by 16. Makes you think. Now, that's all I have for sports, but since it's Thanksgiving, I want to send some thank yous out, to my friends and family. Couldn't do life without you. To everybody here at SGTV, y'all always just make me look good. And all you watching at home, because without y'all, I'm just some knucklehead acting a fool, yelling stupid sports puns at a camera that's probably not turned on. So thank you. Back to you, Marissa.
Thanks, Braden. Coming up, we will talk about holiday events coming up, so don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, Gamecocks. I'm Lauren Waters, here to give you your holiday highlights. This Thanksgiving, the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands is hosting the 17th annual Turkey Day at Colonial Life Arena. The 5K run starts at 8 a.m. and the 1K Family Fun Run begins at 8:15 a.m., rain or shine. This is the biggest fundraiser of the year, so come run or walk to help them support programs for our community's kids and teens. Now that's all the Turkey Day talk is out of the way. I have the perfect way to get in the spirit, the Nutcracker. The Township Auditorium is hosting this Christmas classic tomorrow and Wednesday at 10 a.m. and once again on Friday at 7:30 p.m. Their final show is Sunday at 3 p.m. So grab your tickets and come enjoy the Nutcracker before, on, or after Thanksgiving. It just depends on if you start celebrating Christmas before or after Thanksgiving. Your choice. That's all I have for your entertainment news this week. Up next, meteorologist Finn Carlin will tell you if the temperatures will be as crazy as last week. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, everybody, to SGTV Nightly News. I'm meteorologist Finn Carlin here with your forecast on your Monday night. And if you couldn't believe what I said last week about there being a frost advisory, Columbia decided to turn up, well, not turn up the heat, but turn it down a little bit, because there's going to be a freeze watch tomorrow night, Tuesday night, going into your Wednesday morning. And it's the first time it's happened this year, so if you want to stay safe and stay warm, you want to make sure to keep some hot water running every now and then to make sure your pipes don't freeze. If you have any plants that stay outside, bring them in, take care of them, make sure that, they don't die with the freezing weather. And also make sure to keep your jumper cables in your car in case something happens while you're out. And stay inside while you can, and definitely layer up, because we're going to have some low temperatures tomorrow night. It's going to be around 27 degrees. That's below freezing. And this week, even though we've had some really crazy weather, this week's highs are going to be pretty consistent as opposed to last week, where we had a really big temperature drop in the middle of the week right before game day. And then your Thanksgiving Day, your Turkey Day, it's going to be all sunny and nice for you. Now, we have a 58 high average for this week in terms of your high temperatures. That's about 10 degrees lower this last week, so that fall weather is genuinely starting to set in some, and it's going to stay at around the mid-60s going into next week as well. And really, if you look at Tuesday and Wednesday here, 52 and 55 for your highs, these are really the two outliers. I know that I said the temperatures won't be as crazy, but that's because of the rest of the week. If you look here into your Thursday, 63, that's the peak for the week, and everything else stays at the high to low 60s, and that's going to be the temperature trend going forward into next week as well. Now, tomorrow here in Carolina, it's really just low 50s across the board. Up here in Greenville, up in the upstate, and down here in Hilton Head, over on the coast, we have around 53, 54. Those are actually going to be leading us in high temperatures for tomorrow. But really, we've got some cool, consistent mid to low 50s here in the Midlands next week. Right now in Columbia, South Carolina, it's about 54 degrees. Even though the humidity is a little bit high, 67, it feels like 54. We have a wind chill going at 8 miles an hour north. It's cloudy and cold outside, of course. Local time's around 7:14. The sun set around 5:16. Around 2 hours ago. And this week, looky here, we got our freeze watch tomorrow night going into your early Wednesday morning. Be sure to layer up, be sure to stay warm going into it. Wednesday's going to be sunny though, it's going to be a beautiful week. And then Thursday, happy Turkey Day, everybody. We got our peak highs for the week. It's going to be the best day of the week, of course. It's going to be a great day to get out and, of course, stay in and eat a lot of food, because that's what I'm going to be doing too when I go home to Charleston this week. And then on Friday, it's mostly sunny. It's around 59. We have some clouds, though. They leave on Saturday to provide a really beautiful start to your weekend. Some of them start to come back to us on Sunday, but not too terribly much. It'll be mostly sunny there too, so it'll be a cold one this week, Carolina. So be sure to layer up in the beginning of the week and then go back to wherever you're going. Enjoy your families, enjoy the food, and enjoy the really nice, cool fall temperatures. Now, that's all I have for you tonight on SGTV Nightly News. Be sure to stay tuned, because next up, we have a good edition of Carolina K9. Stay with us.
And finally tonight's edition of Carolina K9s is Gibson. The picture was sent in to us by Allie Addy. Gibson is a 12-week-old yellow lab rescue puppy. He's extremely playful, loves to snuggle, go on runs, play fetch, and bite or chew on anything and everything. Poor Gibson is afraid of stairs, but he has fantastic driving skills. Don't know what they mean by driving skills, but I'm sure he's better driving than I am.
I'm sure he is too. I would let Gibson drive me anywhere. Like, let me get in the car.
12-week-old puppy, anywhere.
Oh, so cute. I love yellow labs especially. They're just like, and puppy, oh, they're so perfect.
Especially growing up, the most loyal type of dog there is. I love it.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's all we have for this week's edition of SGTV Nightly News.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SGTV at USC.
To keep up with all of our content, be sure to also visit us online at sgtvonline.com. For SGTV Nightly News, I'm Marissa Duray.
And I'm Justin Walsh. From all of us here at SGTV, have a great night, Carolina. Forever to thee, and have a happy holiday.